Hey, everyone out there learning English. Welcome to another deep dive with us. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ella. Hi, everyone.
So today, we're going to be looking at a really basic English conversation about social media and, what are some of our favorite apps? How do we use them?
Yes, exactly. So, the conversation we're going to listen to is called Talking About Social Media. And it's a great example of the kind of simple exchange you might have with someone you just met.
Absolutely. So to get us started, why don't we actually just listen to this conversation?
Okay.
I'm going to be Alex, and Ella's going to be Ella.
Sounds
I saw
fun.
your new photo on Instagram. It looks great.
Thanks. I took it at the park yesterday.
Do you use Instagram a lot?
Yes, I post pictures every week.
I like watching videos on TikTok more.
Oh, I use TikTok too. What kind of videos do you watch?
Funny videos and cooking videos.
Nice. I like sports videos.
Okay, so there we have it. A nice quick little conversation between two people getting to know each other. Now, even though this is a pretty simple conversation, there are actually a lot of useful words and phrases in here for anyone learning English.
Right, absolutely. So let's start by looking at some of the key words.
Yeah.
The first one is photo.
Photo.
Photo means the same thing as picture,
Right.
and it's something you take with a camera or with your phone,
Uh,
photos of your friends, your food places you visit.
yeah. And I said in the conversation, I saw your new photo on Instagram. So I saw a picture that Ella had shared on
Exactly.
the app Instagram.
Right. And speaking of sharing things online, that brings us to our next word, which is post.
To post.
Do post. When
Hmm.
you post something online, it means you share it publicly so that other people can see it.
Right. You can post a photo. You can post a video. You can post a written message.
Exactly. And Ella said, I post pictures every week. So this is something that she does regularly.
Yeah, it's a habit.
Uh-huh.
Every week she shares a picture. All right. And then we have the word video.
Video.
And the video is basically like a short movie, something you watch on your phone or your computer.
Yeah. You like those funny cat videos everyone loves?
Exactly. And I said that I like watching videos on TikTok more.
Uh-huh.
So I'm talking about looking at these short videos on the app, TikTok.
Mhm.
Okay. So now that we've talked about some of those key words, let's move on to some phrases that were used in this dialogue that are really, really helpful if you're learning English.
Yeah. So one question that comes up a lot when you're getting to know somebody and you're talking about social media is asking about their habits.
Their habits.
And a really good way to do this is to ask, do you use social media app a lot?
Do you use blank a lot?
Right. So for example, I could ask you, do you use YouTube a lot?
That's right. And I asked Ella, do you use Instagram a lot?
Exactly.
And so this is just a simple way to find out how much someone uses a certain app.
Uh-huh.
If they use it all the time,
Uh-huh.
if they use it sometimes, if they never use it.
And the answer can tell you a lot about their interests and how they spend their time online.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So another really useful phrase is how to express what you like more.
Right.
So I said in the dialogue, I like watching videos on TikTok more.
Uh-huh.
And so the structure here is I like activity on social media app more.
Yeah, so you're saying that you enjoy this thing.
More than something else.
Yeah, you have a preference for it.
Right. For example, I could say, I like reading news on Twitter more than looking at photos.
Oh, interesting. Or I like chatting with friends on WhatsApp more than posting updates.
Exactly. So it's a really great way to show what you prefer to do on a certain social media platform.
Yeah, and it helps you learn more about the other person as well.
Right. Now, another great question that came up in this conversation is one that you can use to find out more specific details
Okay.
about someone's interests. So I asked Ella, What kind of videos do you watch?
What kind of videos do you watch?
And this is a really useful question because if someone tells you, I like watching videos,
Yeah.
you can then follow up with, well, what kind of videos do you watch?
Right. Or if someone says, I like listening to music,
You could say,
you could say, what kind of music do you listen to?
yeah. Or if they say, I like to read.
What kind of books do you read?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just a really great way to keep the conversation going
Yeah.
and get more details.
Yeah. Learn more about each other.
So in this little back and forth that Elle and I had,
Mhm.
we're basically just sharing some basic details about our social media habits.
Yeah.
What do we like to do online?
Exactly.
How do we connect with people?
And we were talking about apps that are very common and popular around the world.
Right. Everyone knows Instagram. Everyone knows TikTok.
Uh-huh.
And the activities that we are talking about are also very common.
Right.
Looking at pictures,
Right.
watching short videos.
Yeah. It's a good way to start a conversation because you probably have something in common with the other person.
Exactly. And notice the different types of videos that we mentioned. We talked about funny videos,
Funny video.
cooking videos,
And sports videos.
and sports videos.
Sports videos.
And these are just a few examples of the huge variety of content that you can find online.
That's right. So funny videos are the ones that make you laugh.
Exactly.
Cooking videos show you how to prepare different dishes.
Right. Step-by-step instruction.
Exactly. And sports videos might show you, highlights from a game or interviews with famous athletes.
Absolutely.
Mm.
So you can see how even in just this short exchange, you get a little glimpse of what someone finds interesting or entertaining.
Right. You can tell that, Ella enjoys humor and maybe trying new recipes.
Yeah.
And Alex is more into sports.
That's right. Okay. So now that we've broken down the conversation, let's do a little comprehension check just to make sure we all understood the main points.
Okay. So first question, where did Alex take his new photo? Was it at home, at school, at the park, or at a restaurant?
And if you remember what I said in the conversation, you'll know the answer. I said I took it at the park yesterday. So the answer is at the park.
Right. You got it. Okay. Next question. What does Ella like to watch on TikTok? Is it sports videos, funny videos, and cooking videos, news videos, or music videos?
And the answer to that one comes from what Ella said in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
She said, funny videos and cooking videos. So that's the correct answer.
Right. Last question. How often does Alex post pictures? Every day, once a month, every week, or rarely?
I said that I post pictures every week. So the answer is every week.
Awesome. You're doing great. So what do you think is the biggest takeaway here for someone who is learning English?
I think it really shows how important it is to learn these simple everyday phrases.
Yeah.
Knowing how to ask someone, do you use this a lot?
Right.
Or being able to say, I like this more than that.
Mm-hmm.
These are like the building blocks for having a conversation in English.
Exactly. And it's something that you can use no matter who you're talking to.
Right. Doesn't matter where you are in the world.
Exactly. Let's repeat those phrases one more time. Do you use blank a lot?
Do you use blank a lot?
And I like blank more.
I like blank more.
And I think it's really encouraging to remember that even by starting with really simple topics like social media, which is something that a lot of people can relate to,
Right.
it can make practicing English feel a lot less intimidating.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And the more you expose yourself to these kinds of basic conversations,
Yeah,
the better your ear for the language is going to become.
exactly. We really encourage you to listen to this section of our deep dive again.
Yeah, practice those phrases.
Uh-huh.
So to sum up this deep dive, we took a close look at a very basic English conversation about social media.
Yeah.
We saw how two people, Alex and Ella, started talking about their favorite apps. the
Wow.
kinds of content they enjoy online. He
Exactly.
focused on some really essential vocabulary like photo post and video,
Mm-hmm.
as well as some really useful phrases like, do you use blank a lot? And I like blank more.
And these are like the basic building blocks,
The foundation.
the simple everyday communication in English.
That's right.
Just remember that every new word or phrase that you learn brings you one step closer
One step further.
to fluency.
Absolutely.
And if you're enjoying these deep dives and finding them helpful for your English studies, please consider subscribing and giving us a like.
Yeah, it really helps us create more content that's helpful for you.
Exactly.
So to wrap things up, I want to leave you with a little something to think about. What are your favorite social media apps?
Yeah.
And how would you talk about them in English?
What kinds of things do you like to do online?
Exactly. What
Yeah.
kind of pictures do you like to look at? What kind of videos do you like to watch? Just think about it and try to practice talking about it in English.
You'll get more and more confident every time you practice.
That's right. Keep learning, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.
Thanks for joining the conversation here at Kaz English. We hope you found it fun and informative. Don't forget to check out kazapp.uk. That's kazapp.uk for more tips, resources, and interactive practice. Keep exploring, keep chatting, and we'll catch up with you again soon.